It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good morning. Welcome into Tornado Alley on the campus of Trenton Central High School as we get you ready for high school basketball on the WBCB Sports Network. Chris Ermer alongside Rich Fisher, Ethan Maldonado doing our video engineering. We've got Johnny Edwards and Dante Sanders behind the cameras for us as the Tornadoes host the Rancocas Valley Red Raiders. And Rich, good morning.
Good morning, Pilgrim. How are you?
Good to be with you.
Yes.
Looking forward to this one. Both teams struggling, though. Rancocas Valley with a 2-10 overall record and a 7-game skid for the Red Raiders. Trenton Central also trying for a bounce-back game. They're on a 3-game losing streak, and they really need a W here today to make sure they solidify their positioning in postseason CVC stuff. I mean, all that is right around the corner, so they got to make sure they take care of business here today.
Well, you're absolutely right. Right now, they're sitting at 15th in Central Jersey Group 4 power points, and that's not only – those power points aren't only for state tournament seeding. That is how they're seeding the Colonial Valley Conference tournament this year. So, Trenton's got to put some wins together to raise that seeding or raise the PowerPoint rankings and get a better seed. Now, the biggest thing is Trenton, they've been struggling this year, but here's the good news. This is their best day of the year as the Tornadoes are 3-1 on Saturday games. So they'll look to keep that Saturday success alive against a team that is just really struggling. RV's only 2 wins came consecutively on December 27th and 28th, and as you mentioned, since then it's lost 7 straight. It's been bad luck for the Red Devils this year. They've been killed by injuries. Their tallest player, Gariel Sutton, has missed the entire season with a knee injury. Their second tallest player, Jamie Ayo, she suffered a season-ending knee injury 10 games into the season. And they've also been without injured guard Ava Vile for the season. You add to that guard Danielle McGowan missed the first 9 games with injuries. And it kind of stands to reason why RV has struggled this year. I mean, it's averaging below 40 points a game, and it's allowed an average of 54 a game. Of the players that have survived this injury bug, Jordan Reynolds leads the team with a 9.0 scoring average, and Nyla Miles right behind at 8.8. Reynolds is a talent. I mean, she'll play at Alvernia next year. So if you're going to concentrate on a player, it's going to be Reynolds. The Devils are an athletic team. Several of their players are multi-sports athletes. But with their tallest player, who's just a sophomore, being 5'9", RV can be exploited in the paint. I mean, look for Jamira Glanton, the Tornadoes' leading scorer and rebounder, to penetrate, try to get a lot of baskets on putbacks. Reserve center Olivia Darden, who had 8 points and 10 boards against North Brunswick in her debut last week. She could come up through. Look, Chris, this is a game the Tornadoes should win. And like we said, they need to win for the PowerPoint situation.
Yeah, and Coach Carter was telling me before the game, Fish, that this might be great timing for this team to have this matchup here today. It's a kind of a get-right game for the Tornadoes because talking with Coach Carter, she really feels like this team is better than their record reflects, than their position right now reflects when it comes to potential postseason play.
I agree. This is a better team than its record showing. She hopes this is a game to get them started, but, we talked after they beat North Brunswick last Saturday in a game we did. They said the same thing, this game will get us going, and they've lost 3 straight during the course of the week. So, you got to get a win and start building on a win and, putting some wins together here. And I mean, look, if I'd be shocked if Trenton doesn't win this game. I mean, this is just a depleted RV. This is not a knock on RV or their talent, but they just don't have so many players, and Trenton should be able to exploit that, especially down low, I think.
These are two teams, two schools that don't run into each other all that often. Last time these two teams played back in 2023, RV got a 55-35 win. Before that, they last played back in 2011. So not two teams that are really familiar with each other. I mean, that potentially could play a little bit of a role, allow Rancocas Valley, maybe they can get a quick start. They can surprise this Trenton Central team.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's
that might be the recipe for them.
Well, yeah, they want to keep it close throughout, and then maybe try to be able to steal one by the end of the game. How do you keep it close? Maybe you run a patient offense. You don't let Trenton get the ball. You got to avoid turning the ball over on the press to give Trenton some easy baskets. There's ways to go about it. There's ways to game plan it. But, as I said, you weren't here. You were talking, but the Tornadoes are 3-1 on Saturdays. It's their best day of the year. So, if they win today, they're going to have an 800 winning percentage on Saturdays. So, maybe they want to alter their schedule to play a lot of Saturday games, maybe Sunday games too.
And their last win coming on a Saturday against North Brunswick.
Yeah, we've been here for two of them. We were here for their win over Hamilton and their win over North Brunswick on Saturday. So,
all right, right now we're going to step aside as they honor America with the national anthem, and we'll return with the start of tonight's game. Rancocas Valley, the Red Devils, visiting the Trenton Central High School Tornadoes. Back with high school basketball action in a bit on WBCB.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Hi, I'm Gene Bowie. Of Seoka, Lincoln of Lawrenceville. I'm a longtime Trenton resident and supporter of Trenton Youth Athletics. And if you're in the need of a new or pre-owned Lincoln or any other pre-owned vehicle, please visit us at Seoka Lincoln of Lawrenceville, 2920 Brunswick Pike, Lawrenceville, New Jersey, and we hope to see you real soon.
Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
All right, set to hoop it up here. Trenton hosting the Rancocas Valley Red Devils. And is Freedom Green going to give us our starters here today?
I don't think it's Freedom today. It sounds like it's a different PA guy.
Well, for Trenton Central, Aaliyah Smith out there with Angie Pacheco, Gabby Smith, Jamira Glanton, and Lamia Brown-Johnson. For Rancocas Valley, it'll be Ryan Roseborough with Jordan Reynolds, Nyla Miles, Nyla Marshall out there for the start, along with Shayla Butler, the 5'7" senior forward.
How did you get those?
Their assistant coach came over during your pregame activities. I stepped away from the table momentarily.
Okay. That's where you were.
And it's going to be Rancocas Valley controlling to start the game. Nyla Miles, the 5'2" sophomore guard, directing traffic up top.
I was looking at RV during the national anthem. They only have 8 healthy bodies, it looks like. So there's a turnover.
A steal. Taking it away is Glanton. Doesn't get the results at the other end of the floor. And then Glanton called for a blocking foul. She bangs into Jordan Reynolds. And Reynolds will inbound. And Reynolds for 3 launches. Rebound pulled down by the Tornadoes. And Angie Pacheco races it up the floor, but there's a Tornado turnover. And in transition, a miss there by Nyla Marshall. Couldn't complete the layup, and we remain scoreless. About a minute gone. That one's poked away and stolen. Here's Aaliyah Smith, and she takes contact, goes to the floor, gets the whistle. Both teams now with 1 first quarter foul. For Trenton Central, got some away games coming up for the Tornadoes. I say 3 on the way. Shot comes up short, but fouled in the act is Catherine Meyer.
I think that might have been Nyla Miles. I'm not sure.
And now at the line,
2 quick fouls for Nyla Miles. And RV can hardly afford foul trouble, as thin as they are. Trying to get my starters down in here.
Gabby Smith can't connect on her first 2. She gets 3 as she was fouled behind the 3-point arc. And now checking in for Rancocas Valley is Catherine Meyer, the 5'6" junior guard, getting her first opportunity here today. As you said, RV not going to go too deep on the bench, maybe 7 or 8 players available, as that's poked out of bounds, last touched by the Tornadoes.
Yeah, I mean, I would think they want to keep a slow pace. They surprised me when they got that first turnover. They tried to fast break. Oh, there's almost a turnover. Swarming defense right now.
Trying to take it away from Nyla Marshall. She does get it up to Reynolds, who gets it over the timeline. Crossover. Her runner comes up a little bit short and goes out of bounds. Last off the Tornadoes, so we'll stay down here. 6:32 to go, first quarter. Big thanks to Alvin Francis and all the help we get.
Alvin's a man.
From Johnny Edwards behind one camera. We got Dante Sanders doing some camera work for us. Awesome to see all the things that the Trenton Central High School Communications Department is able to do, and opportunities they can provide their students.
Gives those kids, you're right, gives those kids experience and helps us out big time.
Catherine Meyer can't inbound the basketball in the 5-second allotted time, and it's a turnover by the Red Devils.
Well, if you want to define this game so far in one word, it would be sloppy.
Low scoring, and finally, Aaliyah Smith connects. First bucket going to the Tornadoes, makes it 3-0, and then Smith, those active hands, pokes it away out of bounds. It stays with the Red Devils.
No tornado to watch is Angelique Pacheco. She's really starting to lift her game up a lot.
And there, Nyla Marshall goes off of her. I thought that went off of her leg, but they say last off of Trenton Central.
Ooh.
And the inbound pass a little bit too strong and loose on the floor.
Trenton's defense is really aggressive, and it seems it's having an impact on RV right now.
Checking in for RV is Molly Doppler. She comes in for Catherine Meyer. Couple minutes gone in the first quarter. And Trenton Central with that lone three-pointer up on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
That one's poked away. Last off the Red Devils, so we'll stay down here. And the slop continues. And neither team really can get themselves set up.
No, there's no rhythm.
Three on the way, a little too strong that time from Pacheco. Trenton getting themselves some open looks as Reynolds works up top.
Oh, wide open shot.
Over to Butler.
Oh.
But just a little off to the left that time for Butler. And as Lamia Brown-Johnson races it up the floor, kind of gets out of control, loses the handle, and turns it over.
You know what, Lamia Brown-Johnson is not a tall player. She's got all three of Trenton's rebounds so far.
All about positioning, a steal on the inbound from Glanton. Glanton and one. Jamira Glanton, the 5'7" senior, with a strong take.
Well,
makes it 5-0 and gets to the line to try to add one more.
If she can get her going and start getting in a groove, she's going to be tough to stop because she can take over ball games.
And her quickness, she's been jumping passing lanes here in the first quarter today. Can't hit at the line. Saved from going out of bounds by Ellerby. But the Red Devils take over. Reynolds bounces to Butler. Butler with a little push shot off the front rim, goes out of bounds. And they say that's last off the Tornadoes, so we'll stay down here. On the kind of getting set for the CVC tournament postseason play coming in.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that here on WBCB Sports.
Coming up soon.
Reynolds runner along the baseline. No, Glanton with the rebound. And then Glanton takes a push from Butler and gets the whistle.
Well,
and for the Red Devils, some potential first quarter foul trouble, as that's always their fourth team foul.
Yep.
So next one will put the Tornadoes in the bonus. Pacheco double teamed and tied up. Nice job there by Reynolds and Roseboro. A tornado trap. And a timeout now on the floor with 4:43 to go. First quarter. Red Devils talking it over. Today's game brought to you by the Trentonian. Don't forget, if you miss any of the action here on WBCB, you can read about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. It's all in the Trentonian. And Mayor Reed Gussiora of the city of Trenton would like to welcome all the students here back after the holiday break and wish them the best of luck throughout the school year, and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the gridiron Mayor Reed Gusiora, a proud supporter of Trenton's youth. Mayor Gusiora joins WBCB once a month for our Trenton Today show, which is streamed from the Digital Audio Lab classroom here at Trenton Central High School. Whistle, foul underneath. I think that's Pacheco.
That figures. The first shot that goes in for RV, and they whistle it off before that. RV trying to get a fast break there off the inbound. They threw a long pass, but it was a little too short.
They get it to Molly Doppler, and right away, Ellerby in her face and bottles up the shot, gets the tie up. Tornadoes with the arrow. Here they come. On the drive, nice take, Aaliyah Smith. She's got 5 of their 7.
She was on a mission there.
Going coast to coast, nearly saved that one inbounds, but taken over by Marshall, and then Marshall's bounce pass is stolen by the Tornadoes. And out of bounds, last off of Reynolds.
Seems like there should be less time than 4 minutes left in this quarter.
Pacheco with the entry pass gets it to Ellerby, and Ellerby fouled in the act. Yeah, once a month we do our Trenton Today thing, which is hosted by our Mayor Gusiora. This past week, Fire Director Kenneth Douglas was with us talking about fire safety in the city of Trenton.
I'd like to thank Poppy Sanderson for bringing over a bottle of water. Poppy, not only the trainer for the athletes, but the trainer for the slug announcers, too.
We got to stay hydrated.
That's right, baby.
Thank you, Poppy.
Nobody knows that better than the Pop Man. 50 years doing the same job. That's unbelievable.
Right there, Reynolds. Lucky to get it over midcourt before a violation. A wild shot goes off the rim, and then a push foul underneath. As it's Glanton. And I believe we're going to be walking the floor. Glanton will get 2 shots. That's foul number 6 on the Red Devils.
Scoreboard's a little carried away. It just had 11 up there, fouls. Well, now RV has 2 players with 2 fouls in the first quarter. They can hardly afford that.
.57 senior, her second trip to the line today.
Trenton does not shoot free throws well. They struggled last week, too.
Again, looking for a bounce-back game today, banking that one in.
Yeah, you had a bounce-in bank shot there. Not sure if she called it, but it counts nonetheless.
Makes it 9-0. Roserboro with the dribble up top, goes around a defender, and tries to throw that one off the window as takes a foul from Trenton.
Gabrielle Smith, I guess.
Yeah, Smith picks up her first. Into Butler. Butler
Nice shot.
puts the Red Devils on the scoreboard.
They needed that, that's for sure.
Coming back the other way.
She got away with one
Out of
there.
control underneath. Kick out. 3 on the way. No. Pacheco can't hit. Glanton had it momentarily. And there's a backcourt violation as Tornadoes lose control. And as Smith goes back, touches it up.
You know, for all the issues Rancocas Valley has had offensively, they're only down 7 points here.
Butler with the drive. And they've had some layup opportunities that they just have not been able to complete. Pacheco kicks out there to Smith, gets it back from her, and then her pass back to Smith, stolen by Reynolds. Reynolds trying to go through a couple of defenders. She loses the handle, loose on the floor, and there is Aaliyah Smith getting dusty and getting the tie up. But it's the Red Devils with the possession arrow.
Quite a wild little sequence there.
And sometimes that sloppy play results in some wildness right there. The ball again loose on the floor. Smith down there to get it, and she draws a foul. Great job by Aaliyah Smith.
A foul on Ryan Roseborough, her first.
Pacheco was one of the players that Coach Carter lifted up pregame, talking with her just about her drive and how that has provided a little bit of extra motivation for the rest of this Trenton Central team.
Yeah, she was a big spark last Saturday against North Brunswick, that's for sure.
And Coach Carter saying, they're really going to need Pacheco to continue that drive, determination, that attitude here if they want to take care of business today. Right there, Smith almost with a steal, goes off of her knee and out of bounds. Into Nyla Marshall. Marshall pulls up for a jump shot, no. Rebound bouncing around. Glanton finally controls.
She plays so hard.
And then Smith going for a behind-the-back dribble, loses it, up top to Butler, long two, off the back rim, not that time, and a tie-up. And this time, the Tornadoes with the arrow. So they'll have possession, 2:08 to go first quarter. Sometimes that sloppiness that we referenced is part of the defensive effort.
Right, yeah.
But right there, kind of that pass off the mark, maybe more of a patient approach right there would have helped.
Yeah, it's got an offensive foul on Brown Johnson.
Meyer there trying to inbound, and that inbound nearly thrown away. Butler in transition, and then she does throw it out of bounds, looking for Ryan Roseborough.
Well, that's the fifth turnover for RV, and Trenton has 7 turnovers already.
Well, there in that sequence, it wasn't the defense that
No, it was just
kind of unforced errors.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
And as Tornadoes try to bring it up the floor, 30-second timeout taken by the High with 1:51 to go. And an 8-point advantage for Trenton Central High School. Today's game brought to you by the Capital Area YMCA, 431 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. They present an intro to martial arts for all ages. The Capital Area Y, along with Red Dragon Karate. Their intro to martial arts with Master Ivan Mendez. Classes are Mondays and Thursdays, ages 4 through 10 and 11 through 17. Capital Area YMC members, classes are $35 per month. If you're a non-member, it's $55 per month. It includes uniforms, a belt ceremony. You can learn karate, build confidence, dedication, determination. For more info about the Capital Area YMCA Intro to Martial Arts classes, call 609-599-9622. Get your Bruce Lee on at the Capital YMCA. And capitalymca.org for more information. Call 609-599-9622. We're at 431 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. Pacheco was calling for the basketball, but by the time the pass came, the Red Devil defense had narrowed the gap, and they knock it out of bounds. Stays down this end with the High.
This this Rancocas Valley team plays hard. I mean, they're undermanned for sure. Undergirled, I guess.
Smith gets it right back. Quick catch and shoot, no good. Ball bouncing around in the paint, finally picked up by Brown Johnson. 3 on the way for the Tornadoes. That's a little too strong. And then a travel on the rebound. And that goes against Glanton. So 1:23 to go. Red Devils will put it back in play here in the first quarter. A quick shot off the inbound, goes halfway down and pops back out again.
Yeah, that's the way it's been going this game.
Meyer races it down the floor for the Red Devils. Now up top, Reynolds holds and gets the offense going. Into the paint, Euro step. And the Red Devils get their second bucket of the afternoon.
It was a savvy move by Jordan Reynolds. And now a steal.
Myers with the takeaway, gets it over to Roseboro. And now the Red Devils getting some of the benefit for their hard play. Going coast to coast that time was Smith, and as she touched it up, she had not reestablished position back on the court, so out of bounds and back to RV.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris. I mean, they got 9 turnovers due to Tornadoes. That's a combination of some Trenton sloppiness, but some really hard-nosed Rancocas Valley defense.
And on the inbound, Smith nearly with her own steal, but couldn't control, and Rancocas Valley gets it into Marshall. Flips it right back to Molly Doppler. Doppler takes it inside and takes contact. Gets the whistle and the foul. Picked up that time by Angie Pacheco.
That call made by Eric Fink, good young official in the CVC. His Uncle Joe was the former soccer coach here at Trenton High, and his dad, Sid, was the assistant coach. So, little trivia there for you.
Pacheco right there picking up her second. Now the Red Devils in the bonus. And they cut it to a 3-point game. And then as the Tornadoes try to bring it up the floor, Myers tips it away out of bounds.
RV putting on the pressure.
Not making anything easy. Glanton with a nice pass from Smith. And Glanton makes it 12-7. Step back for Reynolds, yes.
Well, you know, they're starting to feel a little confident. And with confidence comes better shooting.
At the other end, Glanton almost gets another one. The follow-up a little bit too strong. And we get to the end of the first quarter. Tornadoes 12, Red Devils 10. High school hoops here on WBCB. And today's game brought to you by Hyundai of Trenton. Car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models, from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton got the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned certified vehicles. No market adjustments on any car in stock. Get an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in value towards any new vehicle at Hyundai of Trenton. And they'll buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car there. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car at Hyundai of Trenton. Car buying made simple, and the area's fastest growing dealership at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. And if your school would like a game, any sport video stream like the one you're watching, contact WBCB Sports Director Brianne O'Neill at Brianne at WBCB1490.com. That's Brianne at WBCB1490.com. BREANNE at WBCB1490.com. Yeah, we did a little swimming coverage the other day.
I heard.
Got quite a few viewers for our swim meet action on BCB.
Oh, yeah, swim fans are ardent.
A push foul up top comes on Lamia Brown-Johnson.
I'll tell you what, Kurt, Trenton should be up by so much more. Rancocas Valley had a terrible offensive start. Couldn't make shots, couldn't keep possession, and Trenton never pulled away. RV hung in there, and now it's a 2-point game.
Drive by Nyla Miles. Shot comes up a little bit short, and then in transition, a travel call.
Well, that's one of the problems. That's 10 turnovers for Trenton. Now, the other problem, Trenton's 3 for 10 from the foul line.
Pacheco walked with it. They get it into Butler. Butler tried a little hook shot. That's no good. Glanton with the rebound. And she races it up the floor. Tried to cross over. Lost the handle. And then in transition, Smith trips up Nyla Miles. And Miles gets the whistle. A couple of quick team fouls here in the second quarter already for the Tornadoes. Nyla Miles, the 5'2" sophomore point guard, trying to get the offense going, sends it up top to Marshall, gets it right back, and then took a couple of steps before she tried to send it along. And
yeah, I tell you, there has been no flow to this game whatsoever. With all the turnovers and the fouls, it's just a lot of stoppages.
Smith gets it to Glanton right at midcourt, and she gets it ripped away by Roseboro. On the runner, Roseboro has it rim out. Glanton up to Aaliyah Smith.
Glanton is just
and
dominating.
Aaliyah Smith trying to do a little bit too much on her own. And Coach Creel can't believe the whistle going against the Red Devils.
Glanton is just getting every rebound in sight. She's got 8 rebounds so far, averaging almost a rebound a minute.
So we got a timeout, an injury, and unfortunately it looks like it's Glanton
That hurts.
shaken up. So a minute gone in the second quarter.
Well, if
Pacheco into Smith.
If RV wants to make a run, this could be the chance with Glanton on the bench.
And that one nearly thrown away, and it's a double dribble. Lamia Brown-Johnson passed it. There was nobody home. She went back and retrieved it. Tornadoes with another turnover this afternoon. Roseboro into the corner to Miles, and as Miles drives the baseline, she takes a foul. And now 3 quick fouls for the Tornadoes in the second quarter.
Yeah, at this rate, I think we're going to see a lot of people fouling out of this game.
And a lot of trips to the line, it looks like,
Yeah.
here in this first half. We already saw that in the first quarter. Reynolds for 3. No. Butler with the follow-up, but as she tries for the putback, goes off the bottom of the backboard, but gets herself to the line. The 5'7" senior with her first trip to the charity stripe today.
This is the same crew that did the JV game, this referee crew, and there were a lot of fouls in that game, so these guys like to call it tight.
And that's another thing that has been preventing this game from getting into some type of a flow.
Yeah.
A lot of whistles. There's one on the inbound.
Yeah, between the turnovers and the fouls, it's been choppy.
Was that a tech? Yeah, technical foul.
Wow.
I don't know. Is that a bench?
I guess they
tech?
have number 13 up on the board. There is no 13. Trenton continues to just struggle at the line.
Ellerby not able to capitalize on that first one, and comes up empty. On the technical
12.
foul opportunity.
3 for 12 from the line, Pilgrim. Not a good recipe for success.
And that's what has allowed the Red Devils to get even in this one. 12-12 with 6:31 to go, second quarter. As we mentioned in our Trentonian pregame activities, this is a much-needed bounce-back game for the Tornadoes, but it's stolen by Miles. And Nyla Miles puts the Red Devils in front.
First lead for RV.
And there's a steal. Butler
Boy,
takes it away.
Their press has been effective.
Roseboro lays it in. Ryan Roseboro makes it 16-12. And timeout called by the Tornadoes. They got to talk it over.
I'm pretty impressed with Rancocas Valley because I tell you what, I'm surprised when you only have 8 players, and you're starting to get in foul trouble. You know, a good way of fouling more or wearing yourself out is pressing, and that ups the tempo. But they're doing it, and they're doing it effectively. So, what the heck do I know? They're making it work for them.
Today's game on WBCB brought to you by Morrisville Chiropractic, providing quick and effective pain relief through natural healing. At Morrisville Chiropractic, 632 Crown Street, they pledge to make you, the patient, part of their chiropractic family. In addition to providing neck and pain relief, Morrisville Chiropractic will also improve your overall health. Proper chiropractic treatment equals better health, so you can enjoy doing the things you like to do. Morrisville Chiropractic at 632 Crown Street on the corner of East Trenton Avenue. That's opposite the Morrisville Shopping Center. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 1 and 3 to 6. Tuesdays open 1 to 6. Visit MorrisvilleChiropracticCenter.com. And we thank them for making portions of today's game possible. Great to have you with us on a Saturday afternoon.
And they're keeping that press on. Why not? It's been effective. Oh, there's a foul, though. That's the one danger.
Roseboro with the reach in on Gabby Smith. Third team foul on RV in this second quarter. And in this second quarter, it's been all Rancocas Valley. Tornadoes inbound, but turned over. And an easy bucket by Nyla Marshall.
Yeah, they're not only getting turnovers.
And another steal. This time, it's Miles.
Wow.
With the jump shot.
Wow.
And it's an 8-point lead for the Red Devils. Banked in a much-needed bucket there by Gabby Smith. Tornadoes absolutely needed that one. Marshall with the runner, and that misses everything, goes out of bounds.
That bucket by Smith snapped up 13-0 Rancocas Valley run.
At one point, this was a 9-0 game. Tornadoes seemed to be in control, and they're out of control is Ellerby, and she steps out of bounds.
17 turnovers for the Tornadoes. Wow.
And we're not even 3 minutes into the second quarter here. Across to Roseboro, trying to get it into Butler. Poked away, it's loose, and finally controlled by Reynolds. Over to Miles. Her shot no good, and then Underneath, a fight for the rebound. Won by Prussia. And also a foul called on the Red Devils, their 4th team foul here in the second quarter. So next foul will put either team in the bonus. Gabby Smith picks up the dribble. Pacheco sends it to Glanton in the high post. Drives the lane, no, but Tornadoes get the miss. Now the ball loose again and off the foot of Miles. So we'll stay with Trenton Central High School. 4:26 to go, second quarter.
Good sign for Trenton that Glanton's back in. He hopes she's at full strength. She looks it.
Send it in there to Prussia. And then underneath, a little too much physicality, a push, and that is foul number 5 on the Tornadoes. So we walk the floor, and it'll be 2 shots here for Molly Doppler.
2 quick fouls on Prussia.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of whistles in this one. But with all the whistles, neither team really taking advantage at the line. Doppler 0 for 2, but Reynolds with the offensive rebound, so a second chance. Reynolds calling for it and banks it in, a 3-pointer.
Well, you know it's going good when you bank it in.
They're loose on the floor. Trenton barely able to hold on to it. Prussia sends it up top to Pacheco. Pacheco in the lane. Nice job, great strength to get that shot off.
Yeah, I mean, her and Glanton have the ability to penetrate. We need to start doing more of that.
Miles sends it right back to Reynolds. Reynolds, quick catch and shoot. And underneath, Pacheco controls. Smith up to Prussia. And then Prussia pushed from behind by Doppler. And that will send the Tornadoes to the stripe. Now both teams in the bonus.
Yep.
With 3:25 on the second quarter clock. Well, I think I met the only Washington Commanders fan in Trenton here, helping us set up the table and the chairs.
Really? Yeah, I'm rooting for the Commanders.
Say what?
Yeah, I'm not an Eagles guy.
I,
Sorry.
well, you don't have to be an Eagles guy. It doesn't mean you root for the Commanders.
Well, I think
how about all your friends and loved ones that are Eagles fans?
Well, they can get along without me. I think it'd be cool to see a rookie get to the Super Bowl. How about the Buffalo fans doing? Did you hear about that with the GoFundMe?
Yes, I mean
That's
that's been a
unbelievable.
kind of a long-standing tradition with them, where they'll support an opponent team's
Oh, I didn't know that.
charity.
Okay, well, good for them.
Reynolds here with the dribble up top, bounces over to Nyla Miles.
I see you're sporting the green and white, so
Yeah,
good
ready for the
you.
big game. Miles gets it back. High arcing shot, no good, and rebound controlled by Prussia. Sends it up Pacheco. Pacheco with Marshall all in her business, and it's tipped away out of bounds, and they're going to say that's last off the Tornadoes. Great job there by the freshman.
Well, they're all doing a good job on Rancocas Valley. I mean, this is a team so decimated by injuries and
Decimated by injury. They've had their struggles this year. We talked about it in our Trentonian pregame activities. There is a steal by Pacheco. Sends it up to Aaliyah Smith. Step back jumper. Doesn't quite get the bounce. Second chance by the Tornadoes. No, another opportunity there by Prescia. And her shot can't hit, but
she'll go to the line.
Step to the line with 2:15 to go in the first half.
Where will you be watching the big game tomorrow, Pilgrim?
Get together with the fam.
Ah, very good. I'm sure Mike Warren's parents' bar will be pretty packed.
Yeah, the Pines Tavern.
Yes, I always forget the name of that. Someday I'm getting there.
Oh, they got tasty food.
Yeah?
For sure, yeah.
All right.
Recommend that spot for sure as Butler pulls
cheap,
down the rebound for RV.
Do they have cheap beer?
Yeah, I think
reasonable?
Reasonably priced suds.
All right.
Pacheco going coast to coast, and she's got the layup. Pulls the Tornadoes to within 2.
Pacheco has that ability to spark teams.
And we talked about her determination. It's been something that Coach Carter has been counting on. And maybe can help to turn this one around now as Tornadoes try to come from behind. Miles pulls up with the jump shot, no good. Aaliyah Smith, her pass taken away. Reynolds, or sweetie, Catherine Mayer right there with the lay-in to make it a 4-point game. Pacheco inside to Glanton, and Glanton to the line. Foul picked up by Shayla Butler.
Chris, I don't want to just keep beating this drum, but Trenton has got to cut back on these turnovers. 20 turnovers in the first half. That just can't happen.
Well, now that's foul number 3 on Butler, and she's been a big difference maker today. She's going to, I thought she was sitting down for a second, but it's going to be Miles to the bench as Molly Doppler checks back in. Asked Coach Carter about her starting 5 today, and she said she'll sometimes go with some different lineups, either a size lineup, a speed lineup. Butler gets it inside, can't connect. She said today their approach was to have a speedier team out there. And that seemed like it was working at the beginning.
Yeah, but I mean that's they put that press on, and that speed wasn't helping much.
Glanton at the line. Tornadoes continue to be a little chilly today at the stripe.
Chillier than the weather itself, my friend.
Reynolds gathers up the long rebound, goes around a couple of defenders. Euro step inside, and they're going to say tie up.
That's Reynolds' move. She used that earlier to effectively. But did she get called for the travel there?
Yeah, they said they had her tied up. So.
Oh, okay. It's only the third. It's only the 8th turnover for RV in the game.
Pacheco into Glanton, and Glanton takes contact and a quick whistle on the floor.
That was incidental contact. That didn't have to be called.
And with the Tornadoes in the bonus, it means free throws with just over a half minute remaining before the break. Glanton with the high arcer. Gets the bounce. Rebound gathered up by Catherine Mayer. Marshall up top to Reynolds. Reynolds looks like she's trying to get it in there to Doppler.
Yeah, they're looking for the last shot. Oh, look out.
Pass loose on the floor, picked up by Smith.
And a 3-on-none.
With a clear path to the bucket.
Not just a clear path, an escort. The old Trenton team was on that break.
That shot after the buzzer, and we get to halftime even at 25. Trenton Central and Rancocas Valley doing battle here on a Saturday afternoon. We're going to step aside, return, take a look at first half scoring and stats, and get you ready for second half action. It's all coming up on the WBCB Sports Network.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne,